to take that risk also. Then you should having an outward personality. You should be outgoing, friendly, and you should be speaking to others. You should be genuinely interested in other persons in terms of communicating, in terms of uh, making social contacts, and trying to impress them with your products and services. And that will give you benefit in the longer run, because what I feel is that the businesses are nothing but the larger network. जैसे कि एंशियंट विजडम में भी ये कहते हैं कि साहब ईशावास्यो उपनिषद में कि ये जो सारा संसार है, चाहे वो इनवर्ड चाहे आउटवर्ड, वो सब कंप्लीट है. इट्स ऑल कंप्लीट, इट्स कंप्लीट नेटवर्क. और अगर इफ यू ड्रॉ कंप्लीट from complete, then again the remaining will be also complete, which means that it's a network. It's a complicated, interrelated, interdependent network, and we are all part of that. So any person who wants to be effective in terms of sales, he should develop the networking skills also, and he should be genuinely connected to the network which he or she is having in terms of products, in context of services, in context of sales also. Next is, a small degree of doubt must also be there with the salesperson. That means, I'll give you an example. When you are giving a sales pitch and the customers are saying everything yes to whatever you are communicating, whatever you are trying to talk to him, then you should have a doubt alarm in your mind, because the customer who says everything yes to everything will probably not going to buy from you. But those customers who are asking more questions in initial phase or in the middle phase, they are the person who are genuinely interested in your product. That's why they are asking more questions also. So you should be, from your sales pitch point of view, should clarify. Like teachers normally in the classroom, they take a feedback also, that whether whatever he is communicating is getting into the minds of the audience or not, mind of the students or not. That's why he is assuring himself that whether the things are going in line, going as per the intention or not. Then second last point is that the person should be able to think in a unique and different way. I'll tell you an example of literal thinking in this manner. It was given by Edward D. Bono. He says that there is not always straight answers as per the normal thinking levels. There are answers which lies outside the box also, which might lies inside the box also. So you don't have to think traditionally also, you have to think in a literal manner also. Literal manner means that think out of the box, think innovatively, think on a different tangent, think on a different platform, think on a different wavelength. What it will empower you? It will empower you to see the problem and its solutions from different angles. And that is what a salesperson wants. I'll tell you a story about this. It's a very famous story in marketing, that a person sends its representative in one country to explore the sale of shoes. There nobody was wearing shoes, everybody was barefooted. And the salesman came back. He said, sir, they only deal in coconut. They are not having any other, industry manufacturing as such. Plus, they don't have even the currency in place. They are only doing bartering. They are exchanging coconuts with all those things what they want, and they don't have a requirement of shoes or chappals that way. Okay, he said, okay, fine. Now the second person goes there. He thinks out of box, and he comes back, and he also has seen the same scenario. He says, sir, there is a fantastic scope. The scope is that you can barter coconut, you can sell it to some other country where it is required, and you can sell them shoes also. You can tell them the benefit of wearing shoes, you can tell them the advantage advantages of wearing shoes, and the whole country can be given our product. Now just see the change. It is not the question of problem, it is the solution to the problem which you think in your mind, either in a traditional way, either in a literal way, or what I'm trying to say is that in a lenient way, or in a innovative way, or in a creative way. So you need to be creative with your products, with services, with other things. These days during lockdown, I'm seeing a lot of people experimenting with a lot of things, a lot of organizations. They're saying that, okay, today I just read the news where it was saying that instead of, providing normal hotel services, they can focus on the laundry services. Large group of hotels, they're thinking that, okay, let's explore its laundry business, because these days a lot of cloth washing is being done. So why not explore this business? Why? Because under lockdown they are uh, bound not to do certain things, but certain things can be explored and certain activities can be done also. A lot of organizations have come innovatively to providing different technologies, different PPE, different mask variations, different products. So marketers will never sit. They'll take the problem also as an opportunity, and they'll come up with the creative solution also. I was seeing a person showing in Delhi a Japanese machine for spraying and for disinfecting the area. It was having a large span of almost more than 52 feet or more than that also, which in one go cleans huge spaces, huge places. So what I'm saying is, requirement or any problem is the mother of various creative solutions to it, various creative inventions to it. Last but not the least, it is the most important thing, that the day when you will start empathizing with your customer. By empathizing, I mean that when you are talking to your customers, you feel that as if you are going to buy that product, and whatever questions, whatever queries the customer is raising is genuine or not, first of all. Secondly, they should be answered in a very proper way. They should be first felt genuinely, understood genuinely. And then, if my product and my service is able to give you solution related to that problem, then I should be giving you the solution. Otherwise, I should not give a wrong product to otherwise a right kind of customer who wants something else. So that is called empathizing. And if you empathize with your customers, gradually they will become loyal to you, and they will come for consultancy, for advice, for seeking suggestions related to products and services. And from there only, the concept of market Mavenism has come. Mavenism are those marketing people who might be using certain products, who might not be using certain products, but they are very expert on certain category of product. And people in large numbers, they just come to these market mavens to take their advice. I hope you like this session, and if you like this session, please spread it across, and like, comment, subscribe, and share also. With these words, I close this session. Thank you very much for your patient listening. Thank you very much. Thank you.